more than your love. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. The world may change my whole life through, but nothing's gonna change my love for. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. One thing you can be sure of, I'll never ask for more than your love. Nothing's gonna change my love for you. You ought to know by now how much I love you. The world may change my whole life through, but nothing's gonna change my love for you. Thank you. Thank you.
TV promotions in association with About Billions Promotions. Now, tickets for this Showtime pay-per-view event goes on sale Saturday, November 24th. Again, tickets go on sale Saturday, November 24th. They can be purchased online at axis.com, or you can charge them by phone, 866-740-7711, or in person at any of the MGM Resorts International box offices. Let me introduce to you the fighters. First is a man who's looking for his second reign as a welterweight champion in a career-defining victory against a future Hall of Famer. He is a 4-division champion, and whether you love him or whether you hate him, the numbers don't lie. He's one of boxing's top draws at the box office and ratings when it comes to viewership. This will be the first time that he is headlining a pay-per-view fight. Outside the ring, inside the ring, he's a problem for his opponents. His record, 33, 2, 1, 24 have come by knockout. He's Adrien, the problem, Broner. And his opponent, future Hall of Famer.
Look how heavy he is.
Back here in the States for the first time in more than 2 years.
How much he was out? How much you want to bet he was out last night?
Division world champion. He is the second biggest pay-per-view draw in boxing history. He's coming off a dismantling of Lucas Matisse, where he took the WBA welterweight title, got his first knockout in 9 years. It's his 4th reign as a 147-pound titleist. He's one of the newest members of the PBC. His record, 60 wins, 7 defeats, 2 draws, 39 have come by knockout. This will be his 70th professional fight. He's a congressman, he's a senator, he's Manny, Pacman Pacquiao. You're going to hear from the fighters in just a few moments. But first, let me bring to the stage the leader of Showtime Championship Boxing. Just this year, he was recognized as a broadcast pioneer and a broadcast legend. He's the president of sports and event programming of Showtime Networks, Steven Espinoza.
Thank you, Brian. Showtime is thrilled to be hosting this press conference and to be bringing this matchup to must-see fighters. There's a very short list of fighters that you would consider must-see attractions, and of course, these 2 active fighters are on the top of the list. Boxing's only 8-division world champion taking on the youngest boxer ever to be a 4-division world champion. We'd like to welcome Manny Pacquiao back to Showtime, back to the U.S. This is his first fight,
Steven.
Brian said, in the U.S. in 2 years.
He's a cool dude.
A vintage performance. These 2, as Brian said, are perennial draws at the box office, ratings, and in the streets. 2 of the most well-known, widely recognized boxers in the sport of boxing, 2 of the most talented, athletically gifted fighters in the sport. Power, speed, quickness, they have it all. Two aggressive action fighters. I guarantee this will be an exciting fight. There'll be plenty of action for the fans. At this point, odds makers have favored Pacquiao, and that's understandable because he is, of course, a Hall of Famer with a Hall of Fame resume. But it would be a mistake to overlook Adrien Broner in this fight. Broner never backs down from a challenge. As long as I've known him and I've worked with him, he's never turned down a fight. Not against bigger opponents like Sean Porter, not against big punchers like Marcos Maidana, not against the guys that no one wants to fight. And Broner gives them tough fights, 12 rounds against Sean Porter, knocking Sean down in the 12th round, 12 grueling rounds against Marcos Maidana. So those of you who think this is an easy fight or an easy bet because of the odds, think again. You have two of the most talented fighters of this generation, two of the most athletically gifted fighters of this generation. I guarantee this one will be a must-see attraction. Thank you.
MP Promotions is an extension of Manny Pacquiao. Coming to the stage now is the man in charge, Joe Ramos.
Thanks, Brian. On behalf of Manny Pacquiao's MP Promotions, I'd like to welcome all of you and thank you for coming here today to partake in this awesome presentation. This is a fight that we've been trying to make for several years now. And our new partnership with the great Al Heyman and the PBC has finally made this possible. I'd like to thank Al and his team for making this happen. I'd like to acknowledge our new partners for this fight.
Can we get a thank you, Al Heyman, in the chat? Thank you, Al Heyman.
Tom Brown and Brittany Goosen Brown of TGB Promotions, our broadcast partner Showtime, and Manny's home away from home, the MGM Grand. To Team Broner, thanks for stepping up to the plate. I hope you have a great training camp and wish you all the best. To Team Pacquiao, led by head trainer Buboy Fernandez, our attorneys Tom Falgi, Bongakal, core members of the team Steve, David, Roger, and Choi, and our matchmaker in more ways than one, Sean Gibbons. Thanks for all your hard work. And last but not least, Senator Manny. Thank you for giving all your fans once again this opportunity to showcase your greatness and to entertain your millions of fans. Most importantly, to show everyone you are still the best fighter in the world. Thank you, and we will see you all on January 19th.
Mayweather Promotions is the past, the present, and the future of sports, is their motto. Their CEO, always dapper. Here is Leonard Ellerby.
Thank you, everyone, for coming out today. This is a huge fight. Manny Pacquiao taking on Adrien Broner, January 19th, in none other than Las Vegas, Nevada at the MGM Grand. Can't say enough on what I personally think this will be the biggest fight of 2019. You have Manny Pacquiao, a future Hall of Famer, who's fought everyone in this era. And you have Adrien Broner. Can't say enough about him. One of the most exciting fighters in the entire sport, the biggest attraction, the biggest ratings, a guy who's never shy about the cameras. This will be a great promotion, and I'm very excited to work along with our co-promoters, MP Promotions, TGB Promotions, About Billions Promotions, and again, what will be a very exciting promotion. Ticket prices for this great event will be $100, $200, $300, $500, $750, $1,000, and 1,500. And again, we expect the fans across all the entire world to tune in to this great, great event. Will Manny Pacquiao be able to use his plethora of experience to defeat a young Adrien Broner who's still in his prime of his career? Or will Adrien Broner be able to utilize his outstanding speed and his skill set to defeat the legendary Hall of Famer Manny Pacquiao? Tune in, Showtime Pay-Per-View, January 19th.
I'm very shocked it's under Mayweather Promotions. Well, Manny, he's going to be under Mayweather because he wants to fight. Manny don't give a fuck.
Promotions is involved. Of course, the president is Tom Brown. Brittany Gruson Brown is here. We want to acknowledge them. Coming to the stage now is an extension of Adrien Broner, About Billions Promotion. And the co-head is Ravone Littlejohn.
Yeah!
I'd like to thank you all for being here. As you all know, this is the biggest fight that we've been a part of and been involved in. So I'd like to thank all the people who are involved, Showtime Boxing. I'd like to thank Mayweather Promotions, MP Promotions, as well as Mr. Heyman.
60-40.
As far as the fight, Adrien knows what he needs to do. You know, I've been with him since he was 18 years old, and, you know, we've been through a lot. And, you know, never seen him back down from anything. Everyone who's watched him fight, you know you've never seen him back down from anyone or anything. And, you know, we look forward to bringing it, and we're going to bring it. So, you know, not going to make this a long thing, but, you know, I'm very happy to be in this position. Thank Adrien for, you know, putting me in this position, you know, years ago. And, you know, we're going to go far. As far as the company, have to give a shout out to Robert Easter Jr., Rasheed Warren, Destiny Butler, Desmond Jarman, and we're going to be here for a long time. See you all January 19th.
Well, let's hear from the fighters. That's why you're here. Manny Pacquiao, Adrien Broner. Manny, let's start with you. An opening statement.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for this big promotion against this big fight against Adrien Broner on January 19. Please come and see the best Manny Pacquiao again. I just want to prove that I'm still in boxing. Manny Pacquiao is still in boxing, and my career is continue. My journey in boxing is continue, and I just want to entertain people and to give a good show on January 19. That's why I'm inviting everyone to please watch and don't miss the opportunity for this great and prestigious fight that we are going to do in the ring with Adrien Broner. I know my opponent is fast, and he's a caliber fighter. He's good, and we have to work hard and train hard for this fight, so that the people will be happy on January 19 and will give a good fight for the fans. So thank you so much, and Team Pacquiao, thank you for, of course, my lovely wife over there. Thank you, I love you, thank you. Thank you all of you, my Filipino fans, thank you. Daghang salamat.
Thank you, Manny. Please have a seat. Adrien, opening comments.
Shit, you know I got something to say. Shit. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out here, but I'm mad.
Look at this
mad
dude's
now,
stomach.
Because I seen the real press conferences, and they don't look like this. They be open to the public and shit, and everybody be in here, and it be like big crowds, and now this is just all media. But it's all right, though. It's cool. I guess I got to work my way up. But look, I'm real
You got a point.
Thankful, you know, hearing that he was coming over to PBC, you know, Pacquiao's Broner crisis. you know, I'm happy. You know, it's a lot of people who wanted this fight, and you know, God blessed me to get it. And I guess I'm just the chosen one. But what can I say about Pacquiao? I mean, you know, he's a future Hall of Famer. He do some great things. You know, his top three is
Al Heyman is looking carefully.
Promoting Hennessy and planking. But you know, other
Ooh,
than
that was low.
I got some things to worry about. You know, he's great. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't worrying about too much. You know what I'm saying? This the first time I'm up here with all this drip. Get me, snap your pictures. You know what I'm saying? I had to call my mama this morning. I looked in the mirror. I had to let her know she got a beautiful son. You know what I'm saying? We finally made it. We on pay-per-view at 29. she only African American to do that, huh? Yes, sir. Yeah. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. All bullshit aside.
Look at his
I'm
stomach.
not coming to just pick up a check. Fuck the money. I know when I win this fight, there's more money to come. And y'all gave a young, well, excuse my language, but this ain't Nickelodeon, this is pay-per-view. Y'all gave a young nigga a chance to make $100 million. Y'all got me fucked up if y'all think I'm about to lose to Manny Pacquiao, man.
I think he gonna lose.
Ass on God and them. And
I think he
don't know
gonna
who the nigga
lose.
is, man.
But I'm happy
Flat
he
out.
said that. I think he gonna lose, but I'm happy he said that. I'm happy
All right,
for him.
Manny. You know, a number of us saw the video.
He is fat though.
Saw you and
But I'm
Floyd
fat.
talking. You both said that you were going to
So-
fight each other. But you've chosen Adrien Broner as your next opponent. Tell me why.
Well, I choose Adrien Broner because I believe we
Nah, it ain't gonna be no 100 million, but I'm happy for him.
fight, and we can entertain the fans.
And I know other boxers are mad at him.
Adrien Broner is he's one of caliber fighter, and he's a good boxer. We cannot underestimate him. We know everyone knows about Adrien Broner. He's good. He's experienced boxer, so I cannot underestimate him. But Floyd, when we met in Japan,
That 100 million ain't there.
we talk, and he said he want to come out from the retirement to fight me and to challenge me, but I told him I got a belt and you have to challenge me and come out from your retirement, and I decided that. I say that because on that situation that he trying to bully me or whatever, but I just answer that way because pardon my language, but it's kind of I'm a person that don't want to say trash talk. I mean, just to fight. All I know is to fight in the ring and give excitement and entertain people. That's my job. And about Floyd,
I'll explain.
if he's come out of his retirement, and we'll see after this fight, but we cannot underestimate Adrien Broner. We cannot underestimate this fight because I have to go through for this fight first, and before we talk about and discuss about the rematch with Floyd Mayweather.
Got it.
Thank you.
Along those lines, Adrien. you already
He was
heard
talking
Manny say
about.
he definitely would like
I'll
to
explain
rematch
after they
Floyd.
Fuck
finish.
Floyd, man. No disrespect, but he ain't fighting Floyd.
Absolutely. Let me ask you
He
this.
fighting me.
But do you
About
think
to beat your motherfucking ass,
How
man. You
about
worry
this?
about Floyd.
Do you
He
think-
already beat you,
do
brother.
you think they're underestimating you? Because they're talking about a rematch. Do you think
They
they're
keep on talking
underestimating
about rematches and you got to get past me first, big feet motherfucker.
Ooh, I'm gonna have a field day with
you? Do you
this.
feel like they're underestimating you?
Man, okay. I'm trying to tell you, shit. You might get punched, Brian.
Oh no, not Brian. He ain't do nothing to nobody.
What does this fight, and I'm talking to you, Adrien, mean to you in your career?
It means a lot to me, honestly. A win, I turned a legend overnight. I got the whole hood with me, just like he got the whole Philippines with him. I don't even know how to spell that. I
Yeah, it
got
can
the
get a
whole
little
hood
rough.
with
It
me.
can get a little rough.
HOOD.
Manny, For years, you have been at the top of the welterweight division. Yourself.
This press conference better than both Wilder Fury press conferences, that's for sure.
And being ruled, Errol Spence Jr., Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia. Is Manny Pacquiao still one of the welterweight division's elite fighters?
Yes, of course. Like I said, I can fight in 140 pounds. I can fight 147, and I'm not choosing my opponent. Of course, I want to fight the greatest opponent, the greatest fighter in the world, and that's one of that is Adrien Broner. I can fight anybody.
Adrien, you consider Manny Pacquiao one of the elite fighters at 147.
Of course, most definitely. The things he's done in his game is unbelievable. You know, I talk shit, I play, but I know come January 19th, I got to be on top of my shit, though. You know,
Exactly 2 months away, by the way.
On the A side, finally.
8 weeks.
And I know he ain't trying to look bad. But I'm here to fuck him up, though. I ain't gonna lie. For real, man. I ain't shit. Hey, look, I only got a chance y'all could dream of. Y'all don't even know what I feel right now. I'm telling you. I'm not playing. I feel like a bum trying to fight for a sandwich. I swear to God.
Manny, what should we expect from you January 19th?
I expect for more action in the ring. That's what we want, and we don't talk too much outside the ring, but we want to show it in the ring, and more, like I said, more action in the ring, and of course give good fight and entertain the fans.
Adrien, you've already talked about how important this fight is to you. He's a guy, a high-volume puncher. What should we expect from you to counter that January 19th?
I'm going to do me, man. As long as I do me, I'm all right. Shit, I ain't worrying about what he do. It's about what I do. He got to worry about what I do. Shit, I know what he do. Shit. Ain't no mystery. Shit. Don't get me wrong. I got 3 losses, by the way. You said 2. You try to help me out a little bit. Thanks, Brian. But I got 3 losses, man. And he got about 8. I don't know. But he been knocked out 3 times. We know he can go out and go to sleep. He don't need no NyQuil for that. We know he can go to sleep. So and I got the power to do it. All that jumping in and shit, he better be on his P's and Q's. I'm trying to put his ass out.
That left hand ain't no joke.
Hit the jackpot overnight.
Manny, lastly, you've heard Adrien say he definitely wants to go for a knockout. You got your first knockout in 9 years. Is the power still there?
Yes, I still have that power, and in fact, I learned how to develop that.
My bad.
And of course, by the grace of God, giving me this power, and of course, hard work and training, and that's the technique, my weapon for this fight.
Well, guys, can I have you come to the center of the stage? Let's have you face off here.
Oh, AB gonna push him. He should push Pacquiao. He should push Manny.
Put the mics right there on that.
AB not fat. He just putting on some a little bit of muscle to be able to knock Pacquiao out.
Right there. Here we go, folks. Saturday, January 19th. Presented by Premier Boxing Champions on Showtime Pay-Per-View. Manny Pacquiao taking on Adrien the Problem Broner. And again, you can see it on Showtime Pay-Per-View.
I think Manny probably smelled a liquor on his breath. This is crazy, though. This is some crazy shit. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you why things are really like hush hush, been hush hush with the press conference, and talk about how like oh look at Leonard, and why it's Mayweather Promotions. A lot of shit to talk about. Look at Sean. Al Heyman approves. Al Heyman looks on with approval.
That will do it.
Look at the nigga's stomach.
This press conference, Manny Pacquiao, Adrien Broner. They will head to Los Angeles tomorrow. You can see the fight January 19th, Showtime Pay-Per-View.
Hey, Showtime, you are not going to get me motherfucking copyrighted, Showtime. Hey. I don't know what that music is, but you're not going to get me. No. But yeah. I mean, listen. The Wilder Fury press conferences were the first one was nice. But the ones in New York and LA, you know, what did you think about those? I didn't enjoy them. However, All Access was, in my opinion, the second or third best All Access of all time, if you haven't seen it yet, for Wilder versus Fury. There ain't no hatred between AB, but okay, let's talk about the details of the fight. Tickets seem to be reasonable. I'm going to update and put that stuff all on the website. Tomorrow is the second press conference in LA. We're working on getting into that because it's a lot of strange things going on with this fight. It's almost like kind of like it's like a secret a little bit. And also, it's under Mayweather Promotions, but how deeply involved is Mayweather, or is this like, we all know Heyman runs Mayweather Promotions. Okay. Pacquiao don't give a shit. Pacquiao wants this payday. Pacquiao over here in the States right now, the IRS was likely at that motherfucking press conference. Like, yeah, so you here now? He probably met with them. They probably met with his ass when he got off the plane a couple days ago. Yeah, we're going to go back and watch some highlights of the press conference in a minute. So he had to take care of that shit before he came over here because he's got a place out in L.A. or out in Cali. So if he was to go over there for the press conference, he got to have somewhere to motherfucking stay. They're going to take his shit. So we know that he has a multi-fight deal with Al Heyman. It's not just two, but however, that guarantee of Mayweather is in there. One thing you have to learn, if you don't know already, if you don't know already, stop asking me about my Instagram. I'm going to put you on timeout, sodomite. If you don't know already, when Al Heyman wants a fighter to be delivered, they will be delivered. So even Dana White even talked about it, how when it came to Floyd Mayweather, Bob Arum even, everybody talks about it. It is not the fighters. I don't know what it is with this dude, but it is not the fighters. It is Al Heyman that pulls the strings. Yeah, the fighters that say, well, yeah, I'm taking care of my career and all type of shit like that. But if a fighter is going to be delivered, it is Al Heyman who has the final say. So something is telling me that Al may have talked to Pacquiao and said, yeah, I'm going to deliver the fight. Pacquiao, you're going to get Mayweather. It's been a whole lot of strange things going on with Mayweather in this whole thing since, you know, even what Errol Spence said. Even what Errol Spence said about Adrien Broner. Something like that is making me think that Adrien Broner, whether you love him or hate him, is going to have a whole bunch of, or he does have a whole bunch of 140, 147 pounders mad at him because he's getting his payday. You can't tell me Sean Porter, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, all them guys not looking like, damn, you know? Because they know if Al Heyman pulls the strings, you know? Let's go back and watch some pieces. You know, the weight on Adrien Broner. We're exactly 8 weeks away from the fight. Little over 8 weeks away. No, yeah, 8 weeks away from the fight. 7 weeks in like motherfucking 5 days. 7 weeks and 5 days away from the fight. And Adrien Broner is not looking, you know, and you know, he's heavy. Heavy as shit. Like, I've never seen him this heavy. But he's saying, but you know, we see this whole song and dance about, you know, well, yeah, it's different this time. I'm going to go out there and, you know, I'm not just coming for the motherfucking check this time. This is some real motherfucking shit, blah, blah. We've heard it. We've heard it. We've heard it. But I want to believe it. Here, let's start right here.
Opening comments.
Shit, you know I got something to say. Shit. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out here, but I'm mad. I'm mad now because I seen the real press conferences and they don't look like this. They be open to the public and shit, and everybody be in here, and it be like big crowds. And now this is just all media, but it's alright though. It's cool. I guess I got to work my way up. But look, I'm real thankful. You know, hearing that he was coming over to PBC. You know, Pacquiao's Broner crisis. You know, I'm happy. You know, it's a lot of people who wanted this fight, and you know, God blessed me to get it. And I guess I'm just the chosen one. But what can I say about Pacquiao? I mean, you know, he's a future Hall of Famer. He do some great things. You know, his top three is singing, promoting Hennessy, and planking. But you know, other than that, you know, I got some things to worry about. You know, he's great. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't worrying about too much. You know what I'm saying? This the first time I'm up here with all this drip. Get me?
Yeah. Before we listen to some more of that, Broner is a good boxer when he lets his hands go, and if he tries to be the boxer, the fighter that he is or should be, he should be a pressure fighter, power puncher. Correct? Adrien Broner should be a pressure fighter, power puncher. Correct? When he tries to be a boxer and moving around and shit, he don't throw any punches. He don't let his hands go. Look what happened with the Shawn Porter fight. Look what happened with the Mikey Garcia fight. We know he likes the nightlife. We know, or at least I know some stories of some shit that's went down with him because of how deeply he gets intimate with the bottle. We've all been there. I've been there, of course. When that bottle gets you, that be your main bitch. Because then you get the bottle, you get that bitch, you get more bitches with the bottle. It be like that. So I'm hoping that, like, you know, he can't do none of that shit this training camp. But we don't know if he was doing it for training camp before. Actually, I do know that for Shawn Porter, he was drinking heavy as shit. But looking like this for this press conference where we're literally less than 8 weeks away from the fight, it's just like, bro, what the fuck? You know. And let me tell you, the first thing that come to mind, right? I have a lot of friends who watch Adrien Broner because Adrien Broner is, he Adrien Broner. He appealed to, like, the black community, urban and rappers and all that shit. So they be like, yo, man, motherfucking Adrien Broner fighting Pacquiao. I was like, yeah, that shit going down. Man, that motherfucker gonna motherfucking lose. This nigga always talking about at the press conferences how you gonna change that shit around, and he motherfucking go in there and he get beat the fuck up. I'm not paying for no more Adrien Broner fights. That's how motherfuckers is. That's the real shit. That's the real shit. And then when he lose, he disrespectful to the crowd.
Snap your pictures. You know what I'm saying? I had to call my mama this morning. I looked in the mirror. I had to let her know she got a beautiful son. You know what I'm saying? We finally made it. We on pay-per-view at 29. She only African American do that, huh? Yes, sir. Yeah. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. All bullshit aside, I'm not coming to just pick up a check. Fuck the money. I know when I win this fight, there's more money to come. And y'all gave a young, well, excuse my language, but this ain't Nickelodeon. This
I like the fact that he said what he said.
Young nigga a chance to make $100 million.
In a way.
Y'all got me fucked up if y'all think I'm about to lose the Manny Pacquiao, man. I'm about to beat his motherfucking ass on God.
But I do think he's going to lose to Manny Pacquiao. Well, let's just do some crude ass math real quick, right? Let's just do some crude, basic ass math. Okay, bam, right? How many pay-per-view buys do you think Pacquiao versus Broner are going to do? Do you think it's going to do more than Wilder versus Fury? I think so. I think it's going to be right up. I think honestly, I think that if Wilder Fury does 250,000 buys, that's a success. I think Broner does around 300,000 pay-per-view buys. So it's going to be, in fact, I think I can check now. I think it's time. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I may have a surprise for you guys. Give me 1 minute. Shut up, give me 1 minute. Hold on. Give me 1 minute. I got to search through my guide on the TV. Damn. Hold on. Oh, wait. I can play this in the background. Duh. What I'm doing.
And I don't know who NM is, man. Flat out.
All right, Manny. A number of us saw the video. We saw you and Floyd talking. You both said that you were going to fight each other, but you've chosen Adrien Broner as your next opponent. Tell me why.
Well, I chose Adrien Broner because I believe we can have a good fight and we can entertain the fans.
I got something for you.
Especially Adrien Broner is he's one of caliber fighter and he's a good boxer. We cannot underestimate him. We know everyone knows about Adrien Broner. He's good. He's experienced boxer, so I cannot underestimate him. But Floyd, when we
1 minute
in Japan, we talk and he said he want to come out from the retirement to fight me and to challenge me, but I told him I got a belt and you have to challenge me and come out from your retirement, and I decided that. I say that because on that situation that he trying to bully me or whatever. But just answer that way because
basically Manny was talking about how Floyd, when Floyd had confronted him when they was in Japan, that he felt that Floyd was trying to bully him and he really doesn't really want to fight. That's basically kind of what he's saying, So I just found out you can buy Wilder versus Fury right now if you want to buy it early. I'm going to do it a little bit later on. But damn, what was I doing? But going back to what my question was, how many pay-per-view buys do you think Wilder versus Fury going to do? And how many pay-per-view buys do you think Pacquiao Broner will do? Do you think Pacquiao Broner will be more successful than Wilder versus Fury? Here, let me pull up something for you. Go to media. Where is it at? So we can imagine that. Can you see this? I just took this just off my TV. So I guess you can imagine that this is Wilder versus Fury for HD. It's going to be $74.99. So I guess you can imagine that Pac versus Broner is going to be $74.99 for pay-per-view, right? So Broner says he's going to make $100 million. He knows that's not true, though. Let's see. So let's do $74.99 times 300,000. That's about $23 million. Then with ticket sales or so, you factor that in, $1.5 million. Y'all tripping. That's why I don't like asking y'all nothing. Degenerates, man, all of you. Pacquiao Broner will do $1 million? Are y'all being serious? You're not being serious. Because if Broner was to make $100 million, then Pacquiao would have to make more than that. I'm saying this. Pacquiao's going to probably walk away with about maybe 20 million, 30 million or so, maybe, and Broner about 10 million. We're not talking about Wilder Fury here, brother. No disrespect. But we will be talking about that soon. It's not happening. I've been covering this shit for way too long. 500K because Floyd will be true. That is true. That's a very relevant fact, Marvin. That's a very relevant fact. But Mayweather's got to clear up his shit. See, here's the plan. Mayweather's supposed to generate buzz with this mixed martial arts, even though it's not mixed martial arts, rising thing. Pacquiao's supposed to beat Broner. Them two are supposed to fight in May or so, or it could be actually April. Because if I'm correct, doesn't the PBC have a late April date on hold at the T-Mobile Arena? Who else could fill that date? At the T-Mobile Arena. They didn't block my last video. I took it down. First of all, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm not going to I don't answer questions from people who don't have avatars on their name. Period. That's done. I've been dealing with a lot of motherfucking weirdos, and I've been dealing with it for years, and I don't get emotionally involved in it, but it's like, it's weird now. Motherfuckers is really weirdos, like making accounts posing as women and shit. It's getting real weird. Like, it's weird. I'm talking about, like, before it used to be weird, but like it's real weird now, like real weird. What about Pacquiao IRS? He must be straight now. Yeah. Well, no, I'm sure they got a deal. There's a deal in place, you know? So I'm guessing that, you know, like, obviously he couldn't step on U.S. soil without handling that shit with the IRS. No, just some people. Like, for example, if I haven't seen you comment before, in fact, Nate Diaz, I don't like you already. That's none of your business. We already talked about it, and I know you seen my last video, so I'm going to block you. How you like that? You're the first person on my new block list. How you like that? You're the first person on my new block list. And any account that I see associated with you, I feel is you, they're going to feel the wrath of being blocked too. So what the fuck was I saying? Oh, I done lost my train of thought. Just lost my train of thought. Messing around with you degenerates. We are covering Ordell versus Chuck Liddell versus Ortiz 3. If you guys care about that. Yeah, no, listen, I don't play. I give everybody a fair shake here. Everybody a fair shake. Y'all want to see my block list? I'm not gonna show y'all. This is not that type of video. I did it already. But he is now the only one on there. He is now the only one on there. So so tread lightly. We're not fucking around. Listen, it's been some really weird shit going on. Also, my baby mom's stalking me, literally stalking me. So I got to be really on high alert. Get back to what we were doing. Oh, I was talking about the IRS situation. So obviously when he stepped back over here a couple of days ago, it was the first time he's been here in about a couple of years since he fought Jesse Vargas. So of course, linking up with Al Heyman and his connections, you have to think that they set something up for him. They're like, okay, well, listen, Pacquiao, like, for example, a financial plan, right? So think if Manny Pacquiao or you had a boxer, and you know that this boxing can generate a lot of money, and you're Al Heyman, the first thing you're going to do is say, okay, champ, well, we got that IRS situation, so we got to get that taken care of, because then we don't want them headlines of them taking your shit and all kind of shit like that. We want you to focus on the fight. So you got to think that he had to sit down with Manny and say, we bring you over. I can guarantee you we can take care of that situation and get you extra money in your pocket. So because you're Manny Pacquiao and you're a legend, we'll give you some money. We'll sign you up. So what if, you got to think that Pacquiao has signed with Al Heyman, so he's got some type of signing bonus. You sign with somebody, you get some type of signing money. What was that signing money? How much was it? Al Heyman's pockets are really, really, really deep. So already you got to think that he said, okay, we're going to give you some money, right? put you in touch, or start taking care of the IRS situation. You fight Broner, we can guarantee you 10, 15 million that you can keep. Then you fight Mayweather. Your IRS situation is taken care of. You got some extra bread. Then we can get you maybe 1 or 2 more fights, and one of them being a going away fight, send you off proper. Because you got to think that Manny Pacquiao is an asset. So you got to think that a guy like Al Heyman is not just thinking like, oh, well, Floyd is my #1 guy, even though he is, and he is thinking that, but also he's thinking, shit, I got Floyd and Manny Pacquiao. It's too early to even estimate what these guys are making. It's way too early. And also, I noticed Heyman over time and his fighters are getting really, really good at keeping that shit secret. Like before, did you notice it's getting harder and harder for all boxers now? Did you notice it's getting more difficult to find out what the purses are unless it's like a purse bid or a fighter says? It's getting really, really difficult. But better believe that Pacquiao's money that he's got from Heyman for at least 3 fights that he's going to be there, including this Broner one, that IRS deal is in there somewhere. I'm telling you, they was waiting for the airport for him. You don't think the IRS was reading the news? Do you think he will fight any top welterweights after Broner? I see him fighting Broner. Win or loss, if Mikey Garcia wins the loss against Errol Spence, he will be in there somewhere. And probably a going away fight. I see 3. I see 3. So far, my understanding is just 3 fights for Manny Pacquiao. It's Broner, Mayweather, and somebody else. And if the Mayweather fight falls through, then Mikey Garcia will definitely get it. It won't be Errol Spence. I'm sorry. Danny Garcia fuck around and get it before Errol Spence. You got to think that's how he works. That's how he works. That's how Heyman has always worked. That's always been his MO. That's why you can sense it. Remember, my job is I have to do it. I watch all of these fights, all of these interviews, like sometimes trash shit. The fighters' sentiments towards Pacquiao versus Broner, you can tell they're kind of hating on Broner a little bit. Because why? Because he got the call. Yeah, I'm going to take care of. I'm sure Pacquiao's money problems are already taken care of. See, Pacquiao's situation is he's got bread. You see what I'm saying? But his bread is all that overseas shit, and he's involved in the motherfucking. He's a senator, and he's like best friends with the fucking president. So he'll never be broke, but he don't want that issue of not having to be able to come over here to the States. And also 20 upwards to $30 million is what we've been really, really hearing. That's a lot of motherfucking money. Remember, him and Floyd got into that shit where they didn't pay their taxes after that payday. Both of them. Then Pacquiao, my understanding, with the Jesse Vargas fight too. And then he skated overseas. Yeah, Pacquiao has lots of money. Pacquiao will never, ever. Let me tell you, Pacquiao right now, his money is more sustainable than Floyd's money. That's for true. That's a fact. Because he's got a whole nation behind him. You see what I'm saying? But still, they shouldn't be having those type of issues. Just like I said, Floyd will never be broke. People will say, oh, he's going broke. Floyd will never be broke. Floyd's got a whole bunch of motherfucking assets. But the thing is, just like Pacquiao, for example, if you was to hear that the IRS has seized Pacquiao's, where's this shit at in San Diego? San Diego home or something, then that's bad headlines. Same thing with Floyd. If you were to hear that Floyd sold off some shit from somewhere, or Floyd going broke. Floyd sold some cars last year. People are like, oh, Floyd going broke. Both of them dudes ain't gonna never be broke. Yes, Al Heyman likely has put the money up first. Likely. That's very likely. But see, it's not a situation where, now obviously this is all speculation, but from what I've researched, and I've been doing it for years now, Heyman would be like, okay, listen, we'll take care of the IRS shit. We'll give you this money right here. He's been known to do this. We'll take care of your IRS shit. Okay, let's just throw out some numbers so you can better understand. And these are not real numbers. Al Heyman would be like, how much you owe to the IRS? Pacquiao would be like 25 mil. Okay, we'll give them 15 mil right now. I'll give you 10 mil. You fight Broner. You make 20 mil, but that other 10 got to go to the IRS, and then we straight. Then 2 more fights, you fight Mikey. That's usually how it works. And then, he starts taking his little piece out of the rest of that and finds other ways to get his money back. It's weird. It's not weird. It's actually smart. Floyd promised the Al the Conor fight was his last, but Floyd, listen, you can't listen to Floyd when it comes to shit like that. You can't listen. And it's, you know, when he has all these $100 million paydays are crazy. You know, that's hard to keep anybody away. And that's why fighters are so loyal to Heyman, because he takes care of you that way. He'll get a fighter, right? And automatically, straight off the gate, he'll buy a fighter a big-ass house. Like, yeah, this is you. A guy like Chris Arreola has said in an interview about 2 years ago, he said he could never stop fighting because he owes Al Heyman so much money. That's not saying that Al Heyman is going to come to him later on and be like, you got to fight or I'm going to sue you, give me my motherfucking money. He's going to have his ass doing commentating somewhere, have him fucking doing fucking turkey drives and shit. That's how Al Heyman works. He keeps all of the people around him if you don't cross him. Trust me, I know. I'm not even going to go into it. You know, Pac versus Crawford, will it happen? Nope. I never see that happen. I don't ever see Pac versus Crawford happening. I don't ever see Pacquiao versus Spence happening. I see Pacquiao versus Daniel Garcia happening. I see Pacquiao versus Mikey Garcia happening. I'm iffy on Pacquiao versus Thurman and iffy on Pacquiao versus Porter. However, Pacquiao versus Porter could be happening. And also pay attention to the WBA to try to be sneaky to get those sanctioning fees to order Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman, which technically they should do to unify those belts. Yeah, Pac tried to talk that shit like it was Crawford that was ducking him. Fuck out of here. But Pacquiao at his age, come on. We know he wasn't going to take that fight. How many pay-per-view buys would Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz do? I don't know. They did lower the price, though. First, it was $25. We got credentials, by the way. First, it was $25. Then it went up to $40. No, first it was $25. Then it went up to $50. Now it's down to $40. So, for example, guys, we're going to be streaming all of that shit all week. We're going to be covering the shit out of this fight. So, actually, what I got to do today is I got to chop this video up. I got to get another Deontay Wilder video out. I got to get this Canelo stuff I got out. Update some stuff on the website. Get ready for the Pacquiao Broner LA press conference tomorrow. Let me check my email. We're supposed to be there. Did you notice Broner was saying like how wasn't no media, a lot of media or anything there? It's because the original PR company that would usually handle Showtime stuff is not handling Showtime stuff. So I emailed them about tomorrow's press conference. So we're trying to get there. So not only will we be streaming it here. Yes, I'm in PA. What do you keep asking for, lady? I don't know you. Get some manners. We're trying to get in there. So we're taking care of it, but we are going to be streaming it tomorrow. So is Al Heyman good for boxing in your opinion? His politics aren't to me. You know, he has a strangle. I mean, it's like this. Like, he's great for the boxers, and being great for the boxers is good for boxing. And what he does is his fighters' careers, he keep them fighting long. You see what I'm saying? So the longevity of boxing, depends. It's a tranny? Damn trannies. Yeah, I guess. Boxing is like WWF versus WWE. Yeah, it could. Yup. When it comes to the politics, like those fucking wars and shit. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Floyd, let me tell you, Floyd has about, can you say Floyd has maybe 3 $100 million paydays left? That's crazy. Pacquiao's a $100 million payday because Pacquiao versus Mayweather Pacquiao too, especially that they're doing this pre-promotion with these fights, will do at least 2.2, will do at least 2 million pay-per-view buys. The first one did, what was it, 4.6? A McGregor rematch. But remember, Floyd is going to be 42 in February. So, really 2. He's got 2 potential $100 million paydays. The Khabib, it's not happening. Dana White will not let that happen. Pacquiao Canelo happening? Hell no. Pacquiao is ending he's ending with Al Heyman. That's it. This is it. These 3 fights are his last. This is it. Let's go watch a little bit more, and then we can get up out of here. Got a lot of shit to do.
Fighters at 147.
Of course, most definitely. The things he's done in his game is unbelievable. You know, I talk shit, I play, but I know come January 19th, I got to be on top of my shit, though. You know, this is his breakout fight to being on the A side, finally. And I know he ain't trying to look bad. But I'm here to fuck him up, though. I ain't gonna lie. For real, man. I ain't shit.
Manny gonna whoop his ass, in my opinion.
Look, I only got a chance y'all could dream of. Y'all don't even know what I feel right now. I'm telling you. I'm not playing. I feel like a bum trying to fight for a sandwich. I swear to God.
Manny, what should we expect from you January 19th?
I expect for more action in the ring. That's what we want, and we don't talk too much outside the ring, but we want to show it in the ring, and more, like I said, more action in the ring, and of course give good fight and entertain the fans.
Adrien, you've already talked about how important this fight is to you. He's a guy, a high volume puncher. What should we expect from you to counter that January 19th?
I'm gonna do me, man. As long as I do me, I'm all right. Shit, I ain't worrying about what he do. It's about what I do. He got to worry about what I do. Shit, I know what he do. Shit, ain't no mystery. Shit, don't get me wrong. I got 3 losses, by the way. You said 2. You try to help me out a little bit. Thanks, Brian. But I got 3 losses, man. You know, and he got about 8. I don't know. You know, but he been knocked out 3 times. We know he go out and go to sleep. He don't need no NyQuil for that. We know he can go to sleep. So you know, and I got the power to do it. You know,
that's why he bulking up.
Jumping in and shit. He better be on his P's and Q's. I'm trying to put his ass out. I ain't shit. Hit the jackpot overnight.
How do you feel about Broner versus Jesse Vargas? Did he win that fight to you? Or how about Adrien Granados? Remember, Adrien Broner could very well be 2-2-2 in his last 6 fights. So that's why a lot of people are like, how did he get this big ass fucking gift? He could have, I'm going to show you. Let's go to the graphic. Also, Freddie Roach is back in the corner of Pacquiao. You know why I think it is? Pacquiao couldn't come over here in the States. He had to use Boo Boy. But Broner, let's go full screen. All right, Al, my bad. Let's get Al out of here. He's got stuff to do. I'm sure he's busy. But when you look at his last 6. Okay, so his last 6 are Sean Porter, Alok Verdiev, Theophane, Granados, Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas. Lost to Sean Porter. Obviously, he was supposed to win these fights against Alok Verdiev and Theophane. Granados was a very close fight. I think he won that fight, but people think he lost. Then he lost to Mikey Garcia, had to draw with Jesse Vargas. So he could literally be 2-1 and two, motherfucking 3-1 or some shit. However, Pacquiao is a whole different animal. Pacquiao's a whole different animal. He will fuck your face up. And Adrien Broner has shown that. I think Adrien Broner is going to be on the back foot. That's what I think. And Pacquiao's going to be chasing his ass around the ring because Broner can't box with the 40-year-old Pacquiao even still today. He can't box. And yes, he's having weight issues already, it's looking like. He's looking like he's about 180 pounds. 7 weeks before the fight. A little over 7 weeks before the fight. Yeah, he cashing out. He cashing out. And he already saying, look, you know, I'm not showing up for the check. Bro, people think you bro. Showing up looking like that at a press conference, especially showing up looking like that. Showing up looking like that at this press conference was a bad look. I took everybody wrenches away. We aren't doing some changes around here. I'll be adding them back soon. Probably, actually, I need them for tomorrow. I'll be adding them back tomorrow or later on today. We're undergoing a lot of changes around here. We got some sponsors coming. We got some lot of big eyes watching the channel. A lot of big changes going on. A lot of big changes going on. So you'll have him back. Yeah, he did look like Thanksgiving's coming early. He's already had his Thanksgiving dinner. He had it before the press conference. And he looked like he was out last night, partying, sinning. And you know Pacquiao don't like sinners. He will make you pay for your sins. Even though Pacquiao got some real extreme thoughts on death penalty and shit. Don't sell no weed in the Philippines. And don't be friends with no people who sell weed or drugs in the Philippines. He's going to put you to death. Manny Pacquiao wants the death penalty for all of you. And his mom, if she showed, we haven't even touched on, Voodoo Mama Priestess Pacquiao? We haven't even touched, let me see. We haven't even touched on Voodoo Mama Priestess Pacquiao. Yeah, and Broner's a big sinner. So he's gonna be paying on it for his motherfucking sins. Them sins are gonna be paid for. Let's see. Voodoo Mama Pacquiao. Look, watch this. Watch this shit. Look. Hold up, I'm gonna pull it over here. When I saw this was she did this to Matisse. Look, you see her? Let's go full screen. Some dark shit, man. Some dark shit. What she's doing. If it's cool and it's legal, if it's cool and it's a legal maneuver, then why is she hiding it? And notice like how every time she like harnesses her energy and she like sends it into the ring, like fucking Matisse getting fucked up. Same thing with Timothy Bradley. He was like, I couldn't feel my legs. And who was his trainer before? Diaz was like, fuck your legs. What you talking about? Fuck your legs. And he was like, I can't feel my legs, coach. I can't feel my legs. What is she doing back there? She is going to town. What is she doing back there? everywhere I go, people are asking about it. She's spitting on the card. I'm dead serious. Go back and watch Pacquiao Bradley 2. Pacquiao was in the. She did her little shit, and Jim Lampley called her out on it, and then Timothy Bradley in the corner, and he like, I can't feel my legs, like my legs, and Joel Diaz like, what the fuck, man? Throw some punches, you fuck your legs. He like snapping on him. Barang, is that like some type of shit? But look how she's going to town on that card, and people tell me some, oh, it's cool, it's legal. Why is she hiding it? Look, now watch what she. Okay, now watch when she sends whatever she sends into the ring. I'm gonna do it in slow motion, and then Pacquiao gonna start fucking Matisse up. We're gonna do it in slow motion. Pacquiao gonna start fucking Matisse, and then watch it. So look, it's in the ring now. It's going. You see it? Look. He gonna punch Matisse right in his stomach. Oh! Come on. That ain't no coincidence. That ain't no damn coincidence. Oh, and just when you think it's done, oh, it's not done. What the fuck? Oh, she spotted the cameraman. She spotted the cameraman. Adrien Broner's done. Adrien Broner's finished. Adrien Broner is finished. Adrien Broner is finished. Did you see how like she did like that dust thing? Like when she spit, like first she was sitting, and then the camera zoomed back in. Like she did like this whole like little spit, like dust thing. What was that? Watch. She gonna spit something into the air. I don't like this not one bit. I'm a man of Christ. Watch, something gonna go on. What's going on? You're gonna see the cheeks puff up. She's trying to make sure nobody really see it. Oh, there you go. Look, what? Look, you seen it? She's weak. That was the peak of her energies. Broner's finished. Broner's finished. She got some shit for him cooking. She got some shit for him cooking up. What you think she got for What you think she got for him? What you think she got for him? She got some shit cooking up for Broner. Some barang. Is that's what it's I'm gonna look it up. She got some shit cooking up for Broner. I guess that shit was too powerful for Floyd. Legend has it, she's like 837 years old. So her powers are probably weak as shit. Can you imagine how she was like 200 years ago, 300 years ago? Crazy. Hell yeah, if it was my fighter, I'd be like, yo, she can't be ringside. I'd be like, put her ass up in a motherfucking box and put her in one of the encased boxes. I would be like, I want her ass in an encased box seat. Put her ass in the box, or put her, like, I say give her a suite somewhere. I say give her the biggest motherfucking best suite that's not in the arena. She can watch that shit on TV. Comp her a suite. Instead of getting her a motherfucking comp suite. Look at her. She's still going to town. She's still going at it. I like how, this is my favorite part though. It scared the shit out of me when I first saw it. We got to get out of here in a couple minutes, but it scared the shit out of me when I first saw it. Hold up. Where we at? Like when the cameraman, he like sees her, right? Like she's sitting down. But then notice how like he goes back, Matisse getting fucked up and she's on the ground like. So as you can see, when she was sitting down, she was doing good, but her powers wasn't getting to Manny like she wanted him to. And Matisse was getting the jab in a little bit, and she had to get a little closer because she's short, and to be able to, like, she had to get the powers through the bars or some shit. Yeah, because when she looked at him, like, it scared me because I was watching, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Like when I was circulating around on social media, and when she turned to look at him, like, I was like, ah. Oh, wait, where's it at? That is dark though. That's pretty dark. But hey, man, listen. Broner's going to have to pay for his sins that night. Broner's going to have a hard time. He's in for a bad night. Not only is Manny Pacquiao better than him overall, and Pacquiao's going to be 40 by the time he steps into the ring, by the way, but he got to deal with that shit too. So can you imagine her sitting ringside next to Rick Ross and all them motherfuckers? All them rappers and shit next to Gervonta Tank Davis? And she doing that shit? Can you imagine? Oh my God. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Voodoo Mama Priestess Pacquiao next to Leonard Ellerbe, Gervonta Davis. What? And Rick Ross? I can't wait. A lot of dark energy in that crowd. A lot of dark ass energy in that crowd. Anyway, I'm T-Street Controversy. This is T-Street Controversy Live. Please subscribe. Links to my social media are right down below in the description box. We'll be back tomorrow. Damn, it's early tomorrow because it's on the... Yeah, tomorrow at the same time, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Y'all got an early press conference in L.A. tomorrow. Wait a minute. Is it L.A. time? Damn it. I'll figure it out, but I'm going to post links.